Welcome to Docket Decoder. If you enjoy our content, please do us a favor and hit that like button or subscribe so you can stay up to date with the latest court filings. Welcome back to Docket Decoder. So today we're going to be reading through the most recent court filing in the Bryan Kohberger case. So this document is the State of Idaho's Notice of Intent to use I.R.E. 404B evidence, and it was filed on February 4th. So this filing in the Bryan Kohberger case signals that the prosecution intends to introduce evidence of a previous traffic stop involving Bryan Kohberger that took place on August 21st, 2022, and it happened there in Moscow, Idaho. So if you've been following this case for any amount of time, you've probably already heard about this traffic stop. It's been known about and it's been discussed for quite some time, so it's not exactly new information. And this document, well, it's short. It's very short. But I still want to go over it today because even with something this brief, there might be details worth noting. And sometimes these filings don't seem like a big deal at first glance, but they actually can reveal more when they're placed into the bigger picture of the case. So let's go ahead and read through it, and maybe we'll find something new that adds a layer to what we already know. Now, what could be significant or important about a filing regarding some old traffic stop? So in criminal trials, the prosecution cannot usually bring up prior bad acts or unrelated crimes just to paint the defendant in a negative light. And that's what Idaho Rule of Evidence 404B is about. So this is a rule that governs when a prosecutor can introduce evidence of prior bad acts. While such evidence cannot be used simply to show bad character, it may be admissible if it's used to prove motive, opportunity, intent, preparation, identity, or knowledge. So in this case, the prosecution's arguing that the traffic stop, which is documented in video evidence, as well as a citation issued by a Latah County Sheriff's Office corporal, is relevant for establishing Kohberger's identity and his connection to key case details. So the introduction of 404B evidence is often highly contested in court. So the defense will probably argue that this traffic stop is irrelevant or prejudicial. So we can expect legal arguments over whether this evidence will ultimately be allowed at trial. This filing also references a court order from back in December 15, 2023, that previously addressed this issue, and that suggests that the defense may have already attempted to exclude this evidence from coming up at trial. So as always, I'll be reading this document verbatim so you can hear exactly what was filed in court. So let's get started. In the District Court of the 4th Judicial District of the State of Idaho, in and for the County of Ada, Notice of Intent to use I.R.E. 404B evidence. Comes now the State of Idaho, by and through Ashley S. Jennings, Latah County Senior Deputy Prosecutor, and hereby gives notice, pursuant to Idaho Rule of Evidence 404B2, the State of Idaho intends to present evidence of crimes, wrongs, or other acts, specifically, video of traffic stop occurring at West Pullman Road and Farm Road in Moscow, Idaho, on August 21st, 2022, involving Bryan Kohberger and Latah County Sheriff's Office Corporal Darren Duke. Citation LTC 329-0000084, issued regarding same traffic stop. The state intends to introduce this evidence for the purpose of proving defendant's identity, vehicle, address, and phone number. This issue has been previously addressed by the court in the December 15, 2023 sealed order denying motion to dismiss indictment on grounds of biased grand jury, inadmissible evidence, lack of sufficient evidence, and prosecutorial misconduct. See page 43. Respectfully submitted this 4th day of February, 2025. Ashley S. Jennings, Senior Deputy Prosecuting Attorney. And that concludes our document today, the State of Idaho's Notice of Intent to use I.R.E. 404B evidence. So like I said, this one was a short one, but this filing does give us some insight into the prosecution's strategy leading up to trial. particularly how they plan to use Kohberger's past interactions with law enforcement to establish some of the key facts in their case against him. As I pointed out earlier, the introduction of 404B evidence in court is very often highly contested. So we can expect the defense will probably be arguing that the traffic stop is irrelevant or even prejudicial. So we can expect those legal arguments to be coming. So what do you think? Should this evidence be included? Or does it risk unfairly prejudicing the jury? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest court filings in this case and others. Thanks for watching Docket Decoder, and I'll see you next time.